If you watched my last video, you would know that I reviewed the Powertrain Eon adjustable dumbbells, and I basically covered why I think they're such a strong choice for most home gyms. Today, we're shifting focus to something that I've rarely seen before, the Powertrain Eon adjustable barbell. It may not be the only product of its kind out there, but it certainly is unique in its design. And in this review, I'm going to be breaking down its strengths, weaknesses, and help you decide whether it may be the right fit for you in your home gym setup. This barbell is part of the Eon adjustable set, so just like the dumbbells, they both use a unique single-handed twist adjustment mechanism. Basically, that just means you just twist the handle, you select your desired weight, and then after that you simply just lift it straight out of the tray. It's really that simple. Now, when talking about the build quality of this thing, the plates, they use a cast iron inside a high-density ABS housing with a steel structure through the bar. The knurling on the handle is great and it gives you a confident grip without chewing through your hands. And compared to the Powertrain 40 kilogram adjustable dumbbells, it is a definite improvement. In that earlier review, I did mention that the grip on the 40 kilogram model could get a bit slippery, but the Eon has since improved upon that design. Now, with all adjustable dumbbells and similar types of equipment, the intricate moving mechanisms and the parts inside make them quite delicate. So even with these, I would not want to drop them. If you treat them with care though, these barbells should last you a lifetime. When it comes to the weight range, you get 16 settings that top out at 41 kilos. The adjustment offers 16 weight settings, starting at 5 kilos and increasing in jumps of 2 to 3 kilograms, up to a maximum of 41 kilograms. So to put that all into perspective, it's roughly the equivalent of having two 20.5 kilogram dumbbells in each hand. Now, without getting too much into the nitty-gritty of the weight distribution and how it feels, it's just something worth noting. Which leads me on to how you might actually use this barbell. And I want to be very clear here. Adjustable dumbbells are still going to be the more versatile option. With a solid pair of adjustable dumbbells, you can train your whole body effectively. So if you're putting together a bare bones home gym, I would definitely prioritize buying the adjustable dumbbells first, and then consider the barbell as a nice little extra if you have the budget for it. The adjustable barbell is definitely unique and it's fun to use. It can make certain movements like barbell bicep curls more enjoyable than their dumbbell counterpart. But I would not consider it an essential the same way a versatile set of dumbbells are. What it does well though, this barbell does perform best in exercises such as rows, Romanian deadlifts, split squats, and lunges. It can also work well with exercises such as bench press, provided that you can set up safely without a rack. Among other exercises that you can do with the barbell include standing overhead press, bicep curls, tricep extensions, as well as front shoulder raises. The quick twist to select mechanism does make it particularly effective for drop sets, circuits, and changing weight between exercises. The compact design is also another plus. It measures in about 118.5 centimeters in length and it sits neatly in its tray and can be stored easily under a bed or even against a wall. It really just doesn't take up much space. Now, some limits to be aware of. The weight of this barbell does cap out at 41 kilos. So, for big compound lifts like squats and bench press, many lifters will outgrow the ceiling with a consistent amount of training. Although you can still look at implementing progressive overload by adding in more sets or reps to still progress given that weight cap. And another limit to be aware of is that it's not designed to sit in a rack, and given the adjustable mechanism, it doesn't have any rotating sleeves like an Olympic bar, so it's not suitable for any clean snatches or deadlifts. But for beginners though, starting without a rack may not be ideal depending on how heavy you go. If the weight is light enough, you may be able to get away with picking up the weight from the floor and learning how to get into the starting position safely, but for heavier lifts, it can be a little awkward. This does make it better for more intermediate lifters who already know how to perform these exercises and movements effectively. I do want to say though, if Powertrain ever decide to make a heavier version that can actually sit in a rack and still adjust quickly, that would be an absolute game changer for us home gyms. But until then, think of this as a compact fixed bar that is great for accessories and moderate compound work. Now moving on to who this may be for. This can be for beginners who want a simple barbell style training at home. Though as mentioned, dumbbells would be a more suitable starting option. It can be for intermediates as well, who mostly train between the 5 and 41 kilograms. And it can be suitable for people who may live in apartments or have a small space that they want to utilize for fast weight changes and minimal clutter. It can also be for people who already own a pair of adjustable dumbbells and they just want to spice up their workouts with some barbell exercises. Now, who it is not for? It's definitely not going to be for lifters who want to squat, bench, or deadlift heavy as their primary goal. It's also not going to be suitable for anyone who needs a rackable bar with rotating sleeves, and it's not suitable for people who want micro increments smaller than the 2 to 3 kilogram jumps provided, though for most 2 to 3 kilogram jumps are going to be quite sufficient. When it comes to using this thing, the mechanism feels positive when it locks, changes are quick once you learn to redock fully before twisting, and noise is minimal. Another thing to keep in mind is that just like with all adjustable dumbbells, you will need to get used to re-racking this barbell properly. Now, when placing it back into the tray, you need to guide it slowly so that it lines up with the grooves correctly. At lighter weights, it isn't usually going to be a bit of a problem, but as the weight increases, it can get a little challenging to slot back in smoothly, especially after a hard set. Now, some common questions that you may have with this thing is that, do the plates feel secure? And to that I say yes. Once you select the weight and it's all locked in, there's no rattle, the weights are secure in place, which also leads me to the next question. Can you complete overhead movements, and is it safe to do so? Yes, you can. The weights are secure in place, so you can perform any sort of overhead movements without any sort of issues whatsoever. And another question you may have is that, is the 41 kilogram ceiling going to be enough for you? For most exercises, it will be. For squat and bench progressions, you will likely outgrow it. But as I mentioned, there are still going to be plenty of ways to implement progressive overload, like adding in more sets and reps. Now, when talking about the value for money, for what the barbell actually offers, it definitely is on the pricier side. The build quality is solid though, and if you take care of it and avoid dropping it, it should last you a lifetime. I would recommend though, if they are still in stock, go for the 40 kilogram option first, as I believe it offers the best bang for your buck by giving you true versatility and the maximum weight range. If you do prefer convenience that little bit more and are not too concerned about having the heaviest possible weights, then the adjustable Eon dumbbells, the 36 kilogram ones, probably will be a better fit. And after that, if you still have some money left over, adding the barbell could be a great way to spice up your workouts and add a little bit more variety. Just keep in mind that in terms of value, the dumbbells will give you more versatility. Overall though, the Powertrain Eon Adjustable Barbell is a smart, compact tool that makes barbell style training easy at home. It is fun to use, quick to adjust, and it's well built for its purpose. It may not be as essential like a good set of adjustable dumbbells, and strong lifters will outgrow its ceiling on certain exercises. But if you're short on space, love training at home, and want an extra way to spice up your workouts, then this barbell is going to be well worth considering. Thank you so much for watching. I do truly appreciate your time and your support. If you would like to see a more in-depth review of the Eon adjustable dumbbells, you can check it out in the link down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments, and I do make a point to read and respond to as many as I can. And if you have any questions, or if there's any other piece of equipment you want me to review, please share it down in the comments as well. And until next time, remember, the body achieves what the mind believes. Show up, put in the work, and the results will follow.